Get ready to dive into the unknown. What you are about to see now challenges everything we imagine about the supernatural. Stay alert, because these images will mess with your mind.
Do you need help?
This video is going viral. Street surveillance cameras in front of a cemetery recorded a girl coming out of the cemetery late at night. Pay attention to the evidence. In footage recorded around 11 p.m., it is possible to see a young girl walking out of the cemetery. And when she reaches the main gate, she seems to pass right through it. Instead of opening it, she goes through to the other side. It's a very strange recording, of course, if it's real. But what do you think? Is it real or is it fake? You decide. This video was recorded by the security cameras of a store. It was night when the camera detected some movement, and the next day, the store owner went to check the footage and saw something very sinister. Pay attention to the evidence. As we can see in the recording, the jacket that was on the hanger began to move by itself. Since it was dawn and the store was already closed, there was no one inside the store. This completely shocked the owner, who started wondering what had happened here. And that's not all. A face appeared. A face looking directly at the camera. That face appeared behind the jacket, and it looks like the face of a woman. At first, the owner thought it could be an intruder, but the store was locked and there were no signs of a break-in. So what happened that night? Who or what was that? A similar case happened in another clothing store, where a dark figure was recorded at night while the store was already closed. Pay attention to the evidence. You can see a mysterious shadow quickly moving from one side to the other, and if you look closely, it passes right in front of the lenses of the 4 cameras installed in that store. It appears to be a silhouette floating through the shop. The question is, what could that be? Many believe it is a well-known entity called the Shadow People. But what do you think? Could it just be an insect passing in front of the camera lens? Or is it supernatural evidence? That's for you to decide. This next video is quite frightening. There isn't much information, but it recently went viral. In the footage, we can see a man who appears to be from Thailand. He enters a house that has an altar, and on top of that altar, there are some objects, and one of them caught a lot of attention. And then, something very sinister happens. Pay attention to the evidence. There is movement in the object, which looks like a baby doll with 2 heads. That's very strange. And if you look closely above the doll, there's a photo that also appears to be of that doll. After the video was posted, it caught the attention of many people on the internet. Some say that the doll represents a baby who sadly did not survive in the past, so they built an altar with the doll, representing the baby who didn't survive, with 2 heads, and that this would be very common in Thailand. But what really caught people's attention was the movement of the doll's head. How did it do that? Could it be a supernatural manifestation? What really happened here? At the very least, it's a frightening video, and I want to know your opinion in the comments below. a man was going through an old photo album. He found a picture that caught his attention, a photo taken in an old house many years ago. And in that photo, something appeared that should not have been there. Look closely. Behind the man, hidden among some objects, appears the strange and frightening face of a young girl. The man says he was completely terrified when he saw this photo. The picture was taken by his grandfather, and there was no one else in the house, especially no children. It would be impossible for a young girl to have been in that house that day. So who or what could that be? We can see a face with black eyes, a pale face that seems to be looking directly at the camera. After seeing the photo, the man believes that what appeared is real evidence.
Stay right there, sir. Don't move.
The gate is open. The teeth are grinding. All of them waiting. All of them hungry.
Hey, big guy, stop right there. Put the chain
You don't
down.
hear it? You don't feel the crawling? It's in the walls. It's in the
Easy,
walls.
don't make it.
The video you are going to watch next also went viral recently, a capture that left many people frightened. It happened when two young women were walking down a street late at night. They heard a strange noise that seemed to be coming from a drain, so they took out a phone and started recording. Pay attention to the evidence. What appears to be a woman with black hair and a terrifying face was inside that drain. The video is short, but we can see something inside. Now, what was that? Was it a person inside the drain? But what would a person be doing in there? Or was it a supernatural apparition? What do you think about this video? The following case was recorded by a surgical nurse, and it was in this same place that the events happened. She says that these paranormal events began after a young woman passed away following an operation, and many people claim to see her walking through the corridors. Pay attention.
I don't see none. And it's just all it does is that. Huh? She gonna slam it on you.
We looking at a ghost, Miss CC?
That's all it does. All by itself. Maybe she's getting pissed off if you ain't paying attention.
The hydraulic door is very heavy. You have to press a button for it to open, and it opens slowly and stays open for some time. And as we can see, the door opens without anyone pressing a button. And she said that it was not a system failure. Shortly after, that same floor was abandoned and completely empty. She returned to that location to record and ended up capturing something very sinister. Look carefully.
This was the doctor's lounge. You see? Wondering if there's anything on the walls. Nothing. Oh, I just got dizzy, and I don't know why. Hate that feeling.
She didn't even notice at first, but in the reflection of the glass, we can see a figure. a figure dressed in white. It was walking down the hallway, but as we can see in the video, she was completely alone on that floor. So who or what was that? The nurse believes it is the ghost of the young woman who died in surgery. The next video happened in a condominium in South Carolina in the United States. A surveillance camera captured something very sinister in the middle of the night. Pay attention. A small figure that seems to walk on two legs moves right under the stairs. Just as a woman appears, the figure seems to hide from her. And it looks like the woman didn't even notice the presence of that strange being. A small figure that could not have been a child because it was too small. This video quickly went viral on the internet, and many believe it to be a real appearance of a goblin. The next video was posted on Reddit. We can see a young woman standing in front of a mirror when something very strange happens to her hair. And she kept recording with her phone. Through the mirror's reflection, we can see her hair strand floating in the air, as if an invisible force was holding it. Suddenly, it drops. Now, what happened here? Could this young woman's house be haunted by a supernatural force that grabbed her hair? It's a very strange and curious recording, but as always, you have the final word here on this channel, so leave your opinion in the comments. The next case happened in a hospital bed, involving a patient who was in his final days in critical condition. Someone was filming him with a phone and ended up recording something very strange that appeared on top of him. In the footage, we can see what looks like a dark shadow sitting on top of him. Many say it could be an evil spirit, or even the Grim Reaper himself waiting for the man's time to come. Others believe it is just someone's shadow, an optical illusion, or even an edited video. And you? What do you think? The next recording was made by security cameras in a house and shows an elderly woman sleeping in her bed. It was night, and this footage was recorded days before she passed away. On that particular night, something appeared that shocked the whole family. In the video, what many believe to be orbs can be seen flying around the woman's room. Many say that this could be a paranormal manifestation, or even angels who were present that night. Another recording shows a very strange moment. A person was sleeping and orbs could be seen flying over them. It's a very interesting image since people say that the person in the bed was an elderly man who passed away one day after this recording. In broad daylight, in what appeared to be an ordinary neighborhood street, a scene unfolded that defied all logic and explanation.
A police officer is seen struggling to restrain a pale, emaciated creature with elongated limbs and a skeletal body that looks anything but human. Its mouth is unnaturally wide, filled with dozens of sharp, irregular teeth, as if built only for violence. The creature thrashes on the ground, twisting its body in an inhuman way, letting out what witnesses described as a guttural, animalistic scream. Those who recorded the moment claimed that the being moved with impossible strength for its size. Some believe it could be the result of a dangerous experiment. Others say it is something not of this world. But one question remains. What exactly was captured on that street that day? A man in Argentina works as a night security guard in a supermarket. For some time now, he has been recording strange phenomena that have been happening in the store. Phenomena that he believes are paranormal activity. Pay attention to the evidence.
Estoy acá completamente solo. Soy el sereno de este supermercado. Y se escucha algo. ¿Qué es? Allá. Este aparato que se encendió solo. Yo no lo toqué para nada. ¿Y por qué? Ahí dejó de sonar. No, ahí vuelve a sonar otra vez. Está dentro de su paquete. Hace un rato terminé de lavar todo este sector, toda esta zona, y escuché algo que se cayó, ruidos por acá. A ver, no sé, ¿qué pudo haber sido? Te cayeron estas cosas entonces. Un par de... Se desmueven algunas. ¿Quién lo habrá tirado? Se siguen moviendo, algunas quedan en movimiento. Creo que volvió mi amigo el fantasma.
Not only did a bell start ringing on its own, but objects were also thrown onto the floor, leaving him even frightened while recording everything with his phone. Objects being thrown to the ground, an invisible force moving a shopping cart, lights flickering. All of this happened during the night, and the guard believes it was a paranormal manifestation. One night, he even took his dog to work, and the dog started barking at nothing.